Bing! It's story time. Story time. Let's read a story time. Story time. Geek the story time. Story time. You and me, it's story time. Story time. Let's achieve. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Story Time with me, Kayla. How are you doing on this pretty rainy and cloudy Sunday? I hope you're doing well, and of course, making sure to stay safe, please. Now, today we have another special author feature. Today, we are going to take a look at a book from author Paris Brooke Carter. She has written a super fun book that gets anyone who reads it excited about science. And so, without further ado, the book we'll be reading tonight is called Paris the Chemist, written by Paris Brooke. You ready to see what this book is all about? Ready, set, let's begin. Paris the Chemist, written by Paris Brooke. Here we go. Look at that beautiful brown girl on the cover. I love to see it. And yes, we sure do need more girls in STEM. Hey, she signed it for us. It says, "Hey Kayla, thank you again for featuring my book on your platform. I hope you enjoy." Paris Brooke. I am loving it already just from the cover of this book, so I know I'm going to enjoy it. This book was dedicated to her daddy, and also shout out to her mommy and her husband, Randy. Let's begin. One day, Paris was brushing her teeth with her stuffed elephant Daisy and asked her dad, "Daddy, do you think they make toothpaste for elephants?" Paris's dad replied, "Sweetheart, they might. If not, you are a bright, upcoming chemist. Maybe you should try inventing some." Ooh, that's true. If there's something that's not on the market yet, you have the ability to create it, so it can be. So, Paris went to her computer to start her research on how to make elephant toothpaste. Research is when you look up things. You go online, you ask around, ask people, look in a book. Paris thought to herself, this toothpaste has to be big enough because elephants are huge. That's a good guess. You know what? I didn't think about that actually. While Paris researched toothpaste for elephants, she came across a website advertising, "Create your own elephant toothpaste. Just don't use it on real elephants." Ooh, interesting. See what happens when you do your research and you look for things? Paris's face lit up with excitement, and she knew at that moment she had the best idea yet. She decided to invent elephant toothpaste for Daisy and other kids' stuffed elephants. Ooh, she's like, ding, I have an idea. Paris knew the next step to this experiment was planning it out, using her research plan. So she pulled out her lab notebook and started writing it out. Oh, so she first started with doing some research, and now she figured out what she wants to do, and now she's planning it out. While writing out her research plan, she said, "I know what my question is already, and I hypothesize that if all the ingredients are mixed the correct way, the results will be some amazing elephant toothpaste." Oh, so a hypothesis is it's a guess. So before you do your experiment, you kind of take a guess of what you think might happen before you actually see what happens. And she already wrote her question, what is the best way to make elephant toothpaste? And she's going to write her guess out, and then her procedure, her steps to doing it, then the materials that she used, and the data, and then her conclusion. Paris then realized that she needed to list out her materials and the steps to complete this experiment. She wanted to do this experiment just right. Yes, so she had her question, she figured out her hypothesis, now she's writing out her steps, her procedure. So she picked the different colors she wanted her elephant toothpaste to be. Paris then thought to herself, I will will make red, blue, green, and yellow. So that will be strawberry, blueberry, apple, and banana flavored toothpaste. Ooh, who wouldn't want a good, yummy strawberry tasting toothpaste? Paris ran to her dad, yelling, "Daddy, Daddy, I figured it out!" With a surprised look on his face, he replied, "Well, Miss Chemist, let's see what you come up with." So they headed out to the store to get the supplies. She is so excited. While Paris and her dad were at the store, she carefully looked over her materials so they would not forget anything important. It's true that they have all the ingredients, because some might not go right if they're missing something. After getting the supplies, Paris and her dad arrived back home to set up. "Let's get your lab coat, goggles, and gloves on first," her dad said. Paris double-checked her lab notebook to make sure she followed every step in the correct order. Oh, she has her ingredients, her materials she's going to put them in, her gloves, and her goggles. She then went over each step with her dad so that they both knew what to do before they started the experiment. Paris said, "Daddy, I will pour the soap and the food coloring, but I need you to pour the hydrogen peroxide." Yeah, hydrogen peroxide is definitely something you want the adults to pour, especially if it accidentally spilled. Wait, before we read this page, I think we are getting into an experiment. So we got to put our goggles on. Ooh. Next, our gloves. And we are ready. Here we go. Paris's dad cleared a counter for her to begin her experiment while keeping a watchful eye on her. Yeah, it's fun to do experiments, but we still have to be safe too. With her dad's help, Paris took her 4 empty beakers and filled them with dish soap, hydrogen peroxide, and food coloring. Ooh, yep, one for each color. As she wrote down some of her data, Paris told her dad, "So we added the soap, hydrogen peroxide, and food coloring. Now all we need is the water and yeast." Ooh, she is on it. She knows what she's doing. Paris mixed the yeast and warm water in 4 different cups and gave her dad 2 of them. Together, they poured the mixture into all 4 beakers. Ooh, I think Daisy is excited too. Look at all of them. Suddenly, an immediate reaction happened. "Wow, now that's elephant toothpaste," they both said. Look at they have the strawberry, the banana, the apple, and the blueberry. Ooh. Daisy like, "What? Just for me?" Paris picked up her lab notebook, finished writing her data along with her results, and drew out her observations of what the elephant toothpaste looked like. After writing everything, she finished her conclusion. With all the correct ingredients and steps, some amazing elephant toothpaste was created. Therefore, my hypothesis was supported. Also, in the beginning, she was saying how her thoughts was that the toothpaste was going to be big and amazing and everything. And so at the end, while she was reflecting on, she saw what happened, she drew her conclusions, and her hypothesis was supported. It was correct. Yes. After seeing the experiment work, Paris and her dad high-fived one another. Paris's elephant toothpaste had finally come to life. Aww. Look, I think Daisy got a head start with getting some, using some. The end. And here's our author on the back of the book. She was born in Maryland and is alumni of Bowie State University, and she is currently working as a research intern for a private STEM company. Shout out to you, lady. The end. Yes, K-Crew! Wasn't that so much fun? You know, who really thought that little materials can have such a big reaction when they're combined together? How about we try the experiment she left us? You ready? set, let's begin. Welcome back, my little chemist. Now, before we do our experiment, I just want to let you know that if you love this book so much and you wanted to order your own copy, make sure to head on over to her website so you can buy the box bundle. It comes with the lovely book, Paris the Chemist, and it also comes with some a thank you card that has all her information and everything. The actual elephant toothpaste, create your own elephant toothpaste guide and materials. She also left us with some science notebooks, some pencils, and a button and some little snacks while we're waiting for our experiment. And so I just wanted to let you all know about that, because today we will be making our very own elephant toothpaste. So are you ready? Let's go ahead and grab our goggles and a lab jacket if you have one, and some goggles, because we want to stay safe, right? Okay, so to make our very own elephant toothpaste, we need a 20-ounce plastic bottle, hydrogen peroxide, a packet of yeast, liquid dish soap, warm water, food coloring, and a cup for the yeast mixture. So I went ahead and grabbed all of those things already, and I really like how she even tells us how much we need of everything, which was very helpful. So this is going to be very fun. I've never made elephant toothpaste before. So our procedure: first we need to put on our lab coat, safety goggles, and gloves. Oh, check. Step 2, we need to find a safe space to conduct our experiment. Yes. And then step 3, with the help of an adult, we need to pour half a cup of peroxide, 1/4 cup of dishwashing detergent, and a few drops of food coloring into a bottle. So let's get our plastic bottle. Yes.
So we're going to pour the peroxide. Next, the dish soap, and this is 1/4 cup. Makes a nice blue color. I'm gonna stop it right there. Somehow I had all of these ingredients in my cabinet. I was very surprised. And for the food coloring, I'm going to use a little bit of yellow. And so
I wanted like a dark. That's probably a lot, but you know what? It's all in the thing. Now, one thing that I was supposed to do that I did not, I was supposed to write out my hypothesis and what I thought was going to happen. So in my little science notebook, I'm going to say,
I think the erupt quickly. So I'm going to say how fast or how slow it's going to be. And I think as soon as we add the mixture, it's just going to right away go kaboom, just like that.
I think the toothpaste will erupt quickly. So that's our hypothesis. So we have our things down. And next it says,
carefully switch the bottle around with the mixed ingredients. So we have, it kind of looks like oil now. Like maybe an oil you could put on your salad or something. And step 5 says, sit the bottle down on a flat surface.
And then after that, it says, in an empty cup, mix a packet of active yeast and a little warm water, and give the yeast 5 minutes. So I actually went ahead and added the yeast and water together. I'm not sure if I added enough water, hopefully. And then once our 5 minutes are up, which they are, we're gonna go ahead and add these. So hopefully, let's see. I'm scared. Let's see. I don't know. I think I may have done something wrong. I think I should add a little bit more water with the yeast. Because as I was pouring it, I did see some chunks that didn't seem like they were mixed in with the water. But I definitely see a reaction happening. because if you see, all of our other ingredients are down here, but I believe this foam and everything is what is the active yeast and everything. So maybe I'll give it a little swishel around. But see, this is what science is all about, trial and error. So I actually paused it and I added a little bit more water to the leftover yeast that was left inside of my cup. So hopefully this may help it a little bit. Let's see. It's all about trial and error. So it didn't go as planned, and I already know that's on me. It's because it's something I did. But look, it's coming. We see it. It's foaming through. I gave it a little shake. It's coming out. But as we reflect and go back to my journal, I said it was going to happen quickly. Was my hypothesis supported or no? Look at it. Some good old elephant toothpaste. No, it was not supported, and you know what? That's okay. It's all about trial and error. But I know one way it can be supported. Give it a good old squeeze. Fun, fun, fun. Pretty cool experiment. Alright, let's go sing some goodbyes. Yes, K-Crew! I know there are going to be plenty of elephants who are excited about their new toothpaste. Now, I hope you enjoy reading this book as much as I did. To find your copy, make sure to head on over to her website, and you can also find this book on Amazon. And of course, be sure to follow on social media. I thank you all out there for joining me, and I want to give a huge shout out to our Arthur for not only writing this book, but for making science fun and exciting. So like I said, I thank you for joining me, but it's time to say goodbye. Are you ready? Here we go. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. My friends, goodbye to you. I hope to see you again real soon. Be proud of all your work tonight. Now climb into bed and sleep real tight. On the count of 3, let's say goodnight. 1, 2, 3. Good night.